I'm Steve Martin from Enterprise Recruitment, and today I'm here with Daniella. Hi Daniella.
Hey, how are you?
Good, thank you. Can you tell us a bit about yourself?
Yes, my name is Daniella. I'm from Argentina. I'm working on a company as a software developer, Java software developer. And
Oh, very good. And tell me, why did you choose New Zealand out of all the countries you could have gone to?
well, actually, the first time that I decided to come here was not with the idea of stay here a long time. I decided to come here with a few friends, and the idea was just come around and have a working holiday visa, get any kind of jobs and travel around the country. But then I noticed that because I work in IT, it was very easy for me having a job in IT, and I have a lot of opportunities here. So I changed my mind and I started looking for another kind of job, and then I stay here. I get a job and stay. Was
So interesting. You chose New Zealand. More or less, wasn't a direct decision, but an opportunity came around. How have you found living in New Zealand now, having been here a little while?
It's a very nice country. I like it because it's very safe, and the people is very friendly, very nice. I feel very comfortable actually. I really like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're in the IT market. What's been your feeling about the New Zealand business market in general since you've been here?
I think the market is growing a lot, and you have for people that work in IT or actually in other areas as well, there is a very big variety of opportunities. So it's really nice because you can just come here and grow as a professional. It's a very competitive market, competitive salaries. I really like it.
And tell me, working in IT in New Zealand, how does that compare to working in IT in your own country or other parts of the world that you may have worked in?
Well, for me, it's quite similar because back home in my country, I was working for a company of the United States, so it was very similar. I think that mostly of IT jobs are very similar all around the world. So for me, it's quite similar.
And can you tell us about your experience getting your job here in New Zealand?
Well, the beginning was a little bit complicated because I was back home and I applied for different kind of jobs and those stuff. And because I was not in the country, it was not very easy for me. Even when I say, okay, I already have the plane ticket, I will be in New Zealand by this date, it was complicated. But once I get the country, I went to a couple of interviews and I get the job really easy. So it's easy once you are in the country, but it's like here it's very important the personal interview that you have with an agency, with a company, or whatever. So if you are in another country, maybe it's kind of complicated, but once you are here, it's very easy.
Sure. And you got your job with some assistance from Enterprise.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about your experience with Enterprise?
Yeah, I feel very comfortable with them because I just send my CV and they look for positions according to my profile, and then I did a couple of interviews and I choose, I want this company to work with. It was very nice. The people very friendly. Actually, we had some meetings after I got my job, so it was good.
What advice would you give to other people who are considering coming to work in New Zealand?
Well, first that forget all the English you learn because here the pronunciation of the Q is very, very different. They say read instead of read and those stuff. It's very different. So we're gonna see a lot of cultures in the country. There is a very big mix of cultures, which you cannot find in all the countries and all the places, but it's good.
And like you come from a country of 44 million people, I believe.
Yeah.
And you have observed that there is more cultural diversity here.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yes.
So tell me, what have you liked so far about living in New Zealand?
I like the people. I like the country. I like it's a small country, So, for instance, during the weekend, you can go to some island, you can go to the beach. Everything is pretty much closed. You can relax, chill out. And it's really nice. And I like to learn new cultures. That is very easy here. But mostly, I like the people. It's very friendly and nice, and I like it.
Sure. And has there been any surprises for you, or things that you found less appealing?
No, not really. No. Thanks God.
That's good.
Yeah.
And like working in the IT environment here in New Zealand, is there any adjustments that you've had to make?
Yes. I mean, besides being all the time speaking another language, that is not my main language.
Yes.
I changed, for instance, my timings, because here everybody start working earlier and finish earlier. And actually, I changed my timing, going to bed, having dinner. Everything was not just at work. Because, for instance, in my country, I take my dinner at 9:30 at night. And here, if I go out at that time, everything is closed, for sure. So I'm having my dinner at 7 o'clock at night and those on. But then, the way that the company works here is pretty similar in my country. So I didn't adjust a lot of stuff, but mainly the language. It's quite complicated being all the time talking in English.
Interesting. So in your own country, what is the normal business hours then?
It's from 9 to 6.
Okay. Yeah, and now you're starting at 8 a.m.
Yeah.
Oh, very good. So having been here for a short while, what do you feel the future is for you in New Zealand?
Well, I already have a work visa, so I'm planning to stay here for a long time, and my idea is to apply for the residency as well and grow as a professional here. So by the moment I'm enjoying my time and learning a lot of stuff. I'm meeting new people, knowing the country, so I like the life that I'm living right now. And tomorrow, I don't know what's gonna happen. Honestly, it's like I'm just living day by day, and we will see. Maybe I'm gonna end living forever here, or I miss my family, my country, or those stuff, and I decide to go back. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I've been here for 8 months, so it's not a very long time to decide my whole future.
Okay, Daniella, well, it's wonderful having you here, and thank you very much for coming in.
Yeah, thank you.